Hello and welcome back to Redirecting. I'm going to be talking about this women's movement that we keep hearing about just over and over again. I'm going to be sharing a very balanced perspective from Kathy Bates on the whole issue of the Me Too movement, where a lot of women are coming forward accusing men of various things, various sexual acts of violation. Kathy Bates, however, she provides a very balanced perspective on this whole thing. Now, the article is titled like this, so you can kind of see the direction where things are going with her perspective. Kathy Bates on the Me Too movement, she says, "In my day, if you went to a guy's hotel room, you knew why you were going there." So that is the perspective of someone who is up there in age and is not pretending. But here is how she balances things out. So in no way is she giving men any type of exoneration for real and true crimes. Okay, so let me just go ahead and get into the article so you can see where we're coming from with this. Oscar-winning actress Kathy Bates has weighed in on the era of Me Too, saying that times were different when she was coming up in the business, and a lot of casting couch encounters were consensual. The veteran actor said the landscape of the industry looked very different in her early career, years before allegations against Harvey Weinstein sent shockwaves through Hollywood. The 71-year-old Richard Jewell star told Guardian that she had a confession to make about people like Weinstein and the casting couch and all of that. Bates said, "In my day, if you went up to a guy's hotel room, you knew exactly why you were going. And in those days, it was consensual. Times were different, but I really support the women who are coming forward now, and I'm not happy about the men who are being accused falsely. But the ones who deserve all they're getting, my feeling is, hey, go for it." Since multiple women came forward to make allegations against prominent producer Weinstein in October 2017, the Me Too movement has begun with celebrities volunteering their experiences of sexual harassment within the industry. Prominent Hollywood figures, including Kevin Spacey, Max Landis, and Bryan Singer, have faced an array of allegations. I didn't really want to focus on the whole article. I really wanted to deal with what Kathy Bates had to say and how she offered a more balanced approach to this. She wants those who are guilty to be prosecuted or to have to face the consequences, and those who are not guilty, she doesn't think that it's fair. And so again, my whole take on the Me Too movement is that if a man is guilty, definitely, I agree with Kathy Bates that he should pay the consequences. But we do see that a lot of these women who are falsely accusing, they should have to face consequences as well. Because I have always believed this, and I know they came out with a rule that no means no, but I also believe that women have to take responsibility for their actions as well. Okay? If and sometimes it's not about upbringing, because you do have mothers who tell their children or their daughters when they're young, stay out of men's faces, don't go to a man's house, don't go to a man's hotel. You have mothers who say all of this, but you have young women who close their ears to it. They don't want to hear it. Mom, you can't tell me what to do type thing, right? And so I agree with Kathy Bates. If you go to a man's hotel room, then you're putting yourself in a very awkward position. I don't think that any young woman should have her behind sitting up in a man's hotel room and then pretend like you don't know what the heck's going on. Now, I'm not giving a man a right to rape a woman, but I'm also saying, a woman shouldn't have a right to think that she doesn't know what the heck's going on when nobody can claim stupidity these days. You have children that are under 10 years old who knows what the heck's going on in the world of sex, okay? And so for a grown woman or a young woman to pretend like going to a man's hotel room or sitting up in a man's hotel room at 2 o'clock in the morning, don't be naive, first of all, and don't try to play dumb, okay? Women have to be held responsible as well for their actions. You come up in a man's hotel room you have on a skirt this short, your legs and thighs hanging out, you have on a house coat, or you see the man come out in his house coat, you want to pretend like you don't know what the heck's going on. That is my take on it. I know a lot of women will not agree, but again, times are different than they were back then. But women today, they do have this I'm naive thing going on where they don't understand, or they pretend not to understand what going to a man's house or going to a man's hotel room means. That's a bunch of foolishness. Okay, don't go to a man's house or hotel room and try to pretend like you don't know what he's expecting. Again, that doesn't give a man a right to just throw you down and do anything. What I'm saying to you, for those who feel like you were violated or some man attacked you in that way, don't go to his hotel room. Okay, you're putting yourself in a very curious situation. Okay, you're putting yourself in a very dangerous situation if you think that you can sit up in a man's hotel room when usually the only seating, okay, well, I can't say that for celebrities. I was going to say the only seating is the bed. That's for us common folk. When you go to a hotel room, you have 1 or 2 chairs and then the bed. Okay, but of course, with hotels that celebrities might stay in, you'll probably have seating areas, but still, the same truth remains. Do not go to a man's hotel room, or even his house for that matter, alone. If you are a young woman or a woman, and it's after midnight, it's 10 o'clock, 7, it doesn't matter. If you don't want to be put into a situation where someone's going to ask you for sex, then don't go and put yourself in that situation. Okay. It's really sad that I should have to explain this, but I've not just even celebrities. Okay. There are women who are just normal, average, everyday women who are going to a man's house or allowing a man in her house at a certain time. And I'm not talking about a man you're dating. I'm talking about some man you may have just met. You only known him for a couple of days. If you've only known a man for a couple of days, he should not have his behind up in your house, or you should not be up in his house, because you are putting yourself in a very dangerous situation. And so I agree with Kathy Bates. Back then, women knew what was what. But today you have women trying to pretend like, oh, I'm so innocent. I don't know what he's up to. He has his underwear on and he's sitting on the couch next to me, but I didn't know that this was about to happen. Come on now. Okay, I'm out of here with this. I just want women to start taking responsibility too for their actions, not condoning a man attacking a woman at all, period. So don't even go there with me. But I'm just saying, women, you need to do your part as well. Stay out of his bedroom. Okay? I'm out of here. Be sure to ring the bell to be notified of new uploads on this channel, and also comment, share, like, and subscribe.